What's up, guys? I'm here with Leap of Faith Keitaro, and we are going to be talking about what's good for our game. So, since the beginning of Smash 4's existence, we've been trying to find a rule set that best fits competitive play, and sometimes we end up really picking things that are not so great.
Did it go to the stage?
Yeah, it did. Did you
What the
guys-
fuck? I'm done! No! I'm fucking done! Are you kidding me?
Oh,
But,
Oh yeah. No, go ahead. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, but something that has arisen again, which was a past topic before, is the stock count, guys. Do we keep it at 2 stocks, or should we try to experiment with 3 stocks? My perspective is going to come from mostly the player side of things, but as not only a player and a host, Keitaro also introduces a different perspective as to why he prefers 2 stock, and myself, I prefer 3 stock.
Am I supposed to now talk about? Oh, fantastic. Well, I don't know what it is, but back when I used to play Brawl, 3 stocks didn't take long, but I was so used to it that it was fine. But the moment I tried out 2 stock Brawl at a tournament, I actually liked it a lot better. It felt faster.
You tried 2 stock Brawl?
Yes, I entered a 2 stock Brawl tournament, and that's actually what the first thing that made me go, yo, I like 2 stock. That was what made me realize it. And I tried it out, I liked it a lot, and I felt like Brawl should have been 2 stock. And then once we went to Smash 4, I was pushing also for 2 stock. I just like faster games. I feel like it's better for spectators, better for viewers, sponsors. You know, it's all opinionated, but there are also some actual statistics that we have on how much longer, because some people say, oh, the tournament's gonna last longer. Real quick, it's not that the TOs can't plan for 3 stock tournaments or dealing with it lasting longer, because it will last longer. Regardless of what anyone says, it's mathematically 100% proven it will last longer. And like I said, I'll probably have something at the bottom of this video. But it's the fact that why would TOs want to do that? Okay. So on my side, I just want to say is, I prefer 2 stock. I like playing it, I like watching it, I think it's better for the community. So for me to sit there and people are saying, yo, you should give it a shot. I'm like, I don't care. Why would I give something a shot that I have no interest in doing? Besides that, the other people, like let's say CEO, Evo, Apex, etc., they're going to want to go with the format that has been proven to work, and they're going to continue doing it. I doubt they're going to go 3 stocks unless like everybody was vouching. I don't care if you have a poll that says 90% 3 stock, 10% 2 stock. I'm going to be sitting there waiting for Evo to release their rule set and say 2 stock. But that's how I feel those people see it, because they want to run their things as efficient as possible. They want to run it with what works. They've seen that people have gotten sponsors, the game has gotten big through this way, so they're likely going to stick with what is working. But yeah, that's my thing.
So apparently, you know, you're more so focused on, as a TO, this is working, why are we going to switch from that? But the thing is, people pushed for customs and people didn't like customs, and so to find out what was best and what the community wanted the most, you tried them. And you're saying, why would I try something that I don't really care for and that hasn't proven to be successful? Well, I feel like on a national level, we've never attempted to run customs. I feel like on a national level, we've never attempted to run 3 stocks. And 3 stocks has been proven to, people like it in Texas, people like it in some areas of Florida, but I feel like Florida has switched it up to 2 stock because they have to at this point. Yeah, and that's how I feel most people have been playing. The people that have been playing 3 stocks sometimes have to switch it to 2 stocks because a major's coming up and we know it's 2 stocks. But in other parts of the world, 3 stocks is the standard. And we can't...
In Europe only, but continue.
Other parts of the world. So we can't keep doing this where other places are running 2, other places are running 3, and while 2 might be the staple, I feel like if it's that big of a deal that people do need to realize that, okay, 3 stocks is popular in some areas, why not give it a shot? run a 3-stock major, see how it goes. Because most people's also, fear is, what if the spectators don't like it? But I feel like for a long time now, the players, the people that run, not even run the tournaments, the people that go to these tournaments, invest their time, practice, get the views for the tournament, get the tournament exposure. Players are a key factor to these events, and I feel like they're not given the time of the day. Like, especially top players who have been voicing for a long time that they like 3-stocks, they prefer 3-stocks. Another thing that was scaring people about 3-stocks is that it'll take too long. In a game of Rage, I'm not too afraid of matches being exciting or taking long, but my fear is, and people keep using this argument that, if we have to watch Duck Hunt for 8 minutes, it's gonna suck. Watching Duck Hunt in 6 minutes still sucks. Watching campy characters, regardless of what version of the game you play, is not enjoyable. Under any stock format, it's just not fun. So for spectators, I feel like it's not going to be a huge deal if we give it a real chance and see what the reception is like. And me playing in 3-stock events, I feel way more rewarded for winning in 3-stocks. I feel it's beneficial to both players. It allows a level of adaptivity, and for the better player to kind of come out on top most of the time. But you should still be able to do that in a 2-stock format. You shouldn't allow stocks to dictate whether or not you win a match. But as a player, I feel like most of us will feel a lot more comfortable and happy with 3-stocks. Now, the Smash 4, the new people, this is what they've been introduced to, 2-stocks. This is what they know. They haven't been given a real chance to actually deviate and try a 3-stock format like us Brawl veterans have been playing for our entire careers. I think it's worth a shot. And as a TO, I feel like the TOs need to kind of put time to the side for once, because I know you guys are worried about events running longer, but just really give it a fair shot. And if a tournament lasts till 4 a.m., that's an issue. Let's get rid of it. But if not, you don't know what might happen.
Well, I can guarantee you that if CEO, Evo, or let's say, let me find a different event besides that one. Ooh, I can't find it. Okay, let's say CEO or Evo decided, or DreamHack, they picked up Smash 4 and they decided to run 3-stock. It's not going to last till 4 a.m. They're going to figure out a way to make it last very well. It's just going to be tougher for them to figure out that way.
Yeah.
It's been proven through some tests that the average 3-stock match lasts approximately 1 minute 42 seconds, .32. We'll take out the 3-2.
But why is that so bad?
Because for every round, let's say you have 12 setups.
Okay.
If you have all those people playing, just one match, can last an extra 1 minute and 42 seconds. Now that can possibly go on for 3 matches. You have to account for it for every single setup. Because if this one goes quick, oh wow, I beat this person in 3 stocks in like 2 minutes. Oh, that's fantastic. You see that Pac-Man and that Mega Man over there, and that Pac-Man over and over? Yeah.
That can still happen in 6 minutes though.
Oh no, it can still happen. But that just means that it'll add an extra couple minutes to every single round.
Okay.
And that Pac-Man, that Mega Man might actually add an extra, let's see, 2 minutes per whatever. They could add an extra 6 minutes to that round.
Are you factoring in the possibility of Rage early kills, SDs? I mean, when I say Rage early kills, Cloud's down tilt to down B. Beat, so people can die very early. I think we've been watching Zero Suit for a very long time. I think matches can still go pretty fast.
Well, according to the statistics that have been mathematically proven, we have shown that it still lasts 1 minute and 42 seconds longer per match. So even though you include the Cloud killing people at 0%, because Cloud's absolutely we'll talk about Cloud another day. Final Fantasy's a great game, but it's still proven that it lasts 1 minute and 42 seconds per match more. And actually, it takes longer for 2 stocks to finish in a 3-stock match, proving that people are a little bit more campy in a 3-stock match than a 2-stock match. That's not a big deal, but it's just the stock adds on more. Will the TOs, the big TOs, I'm not talking, Keitaro's awesome, whatever. I'm not talking about Skatar, 300, 400 entrants. I'm talking about Big House and all these other huge events with like thousands, Genesis, thousands of entrants. Are they going to sit there and have a 1,000-man tournament with 3-stock? You have to sit there and prove to these TOs, this is the key. No, this is all that matters.
Okay.
Screw the poll, screw what some random top player with 12,000, 15,000 followers thinks. It's about convincing the actual TOs of these big events to put in 3-stocks and why they should do it.
But in order for us to do that, we need our TOs that aren't that big to actually run the rule set first. We need actual data, actual physical proof, and more tournaments that this can work. So hosts like you, hosts like
Tantalus.
there you go, like Xanadu even, we need the exposure first. That's what's going to lead up to us being able to prove to those larger TLs that yeah, 3 stocks can work. And you're seeing, I don't care if you say this poll doesn't matter, because let me tell you something. If you want to run a poll like Chibo and put it in the Smash discussion group that's filled with mostly casual players and take statistics like that and say, yeah, memes are great, that's not legit. If you're going on Smash boards and actually getting results from competitive players from all around the world, Smash boards mainly too, it's like, all right, let's take a look at this data. And that poll has proven that 3 stocks is it's still a popular format that either people want to play in or want to at least test. And so,
I think it says a lot. It says like, wow, these are what the competitive players think. But guess what? Those big TOs aren't probably going to really notice the difference between the Smash 4 discussion group, the Smash Boards group, the top players, etc. They're going to just see a poll. And it could be a poll from Reddit people. It could be a poll from My Little Pony fans. And they see that poll, they're going to just see those numbers and the percentages. They can actually get tricked by the My Little Pony fans. And one thing about Evo is that they actually picked up customs, and I respect them for that. But the thing about customs was that's something that they had to modify, before the tournament. It's not something that they had to do during the tournament. It's not something that actually makes the games last longer because the customs were already put in beforehand.
yeah.
So 3 stock, to consider 3 stock, this is a big thing. MBD, I was talking to him about it a little bit. One of the main reasons I feel they tried out customs was because the customs, they just did all this stuff beforehand, and then when the tournament ran perfect. But 3 stock, that's actually adding time to these sets. So you have to see if these the TOs are willing to consider, hey, it's not just doing something beforehand, it's adding time to this tournament while it's going on.
But the thing about this is, you said they don't really care about the poll because they won't be able to, really understand the data or give it the time of the day. I don't feel like the poll's for them. I feel like the poll is for us first. And this is where TLs like you, Gimmer, etc., you guys come in. Tourney Locator, give it a shot. Let's get that data, as I was saying before, and then let's show it to them and explain to them why players are enjoying 3 stocks more than 2. And as I said before, at the beginning of this game, we've been so big on experimenting because it's brand new. We dictate how we play this game as a community. It's like, all right, we gave one thing a shot, but this other thing that people seem to really, really, really want, we're just going to throw it in the garbage because time is of the essence. In a sense as to where I don't think it's proven enough that it's going to be that much of a detriment to tournaments in general. I think people will still like it, but that's me personally enjoying 3 stock myself as a player. But you may say that the top players don't have influence. Well, we shouldn't have that much influence in terms of why 3 stocks is great, but honestly, dude, people go to tournaments because top players are attending. That builds hype for an event. And
it can also make people not go, but that's for some weird communities.
Yeah, definitely. But I really feel like don't just cater to the top players because I don't think that's fair at all. But try to listen to the people that have taken the game to like the highest level, just a little bit. Hear their voice because it means something. If players are feeling like 2 stock is kind of because I feel like most people don't like 2 stock due to rage. Die, like you die.
Yeah.
If your opponent's at kill percent, you're still kind of at a disadvantage because you might die even earlier again, or God forbid USD. I feel like that's one of the more demeaning factors as to why people don't really enjoy playing 2 stock. But 3 stock, it kind of eliminates that and it gives more reward and a more beneficial feeling when you beat an opponent in a 3 stock match. And while that shouldn't matter the most, it just adds on to why players like 3 stock, and some people just do like to play longer games, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think time is very important, but I feel like time can be managed, and if it can't be managed, that's when you eliminate the problem.
So you're actually giving a lot of good points, and I respect your opinion a lot on this subject, and I feel like it wouldn't be the end of the world for me as someone that greatly prefers 2 stock to actually consider doing 3 stocks, but I wouldn't want to I guess it goes hand in hand, but I wouldn't want to run 3 stocks and then hear Eagle's running 2. I'm gonna be like, okay, well I'm going back to 2 now. And then or I run 3 stocks and CEO's running 2. So I feel like the next possible step would be to talk to these TOs or the owners of these big organizations and say, hey, we are trying to see if we can run 3 stocks. Now, if we run it and show you that it can be done in an orderly fashion, would you actually consider possibly changing your future event from 2 stocks to 3 stocks? If you can get them to say, we'll consider it, then we're already making a step. That's why I said I feel like the poll doesn't do too much. Because you can show them the poll, but I bet you whatever you say will give as much push as that poll could have given. Like that poll maybe can add a little bit more, but it won't be like, I feel like a lot of people are taking the polls as a determining factor. They're like, yo, 2 stocks, 3 stocks, vote.
They shouldn't.
Oh man, I wonder what's gonna happen. 3 stocks wins, everybody's stupid, why are we doing 2? Everybody change right now. The TOs are looking at this poll like, oh, they're like 3 stocks. Well, I already knew that was gonna happen, so why even do the poll? Oh, that's nice. All right, Xanadu's gonna be 2 stocks this weekend. All right, I'll see you guys there. Oh, we got 100 entrants. Oh, it ran fast, perfect.
But you should listen to your players. If you knew that they already like 3 stock, give them the time of the day and try it 1, 2, 3 times. Just try it. If it doesn't work out, throw it in the trash.
The thing is, I'm Keitaro, as you guys know. I'm funny, whatever, I play Falco, who cares? The thing is, I've ran like 70 events. I've had maybe 4 or 5 events run a little questionable. The thing is, the moment you run one event that's questionable, people won't forget that shit. I can run events, I can finish the event at 8 p.m. every single time, and somebody will go,
this has happened to Zyro, this has happened to you, this happened to other TOs, and I go on the little Facebook event, I'm like, you guys need to chill the hell out.
Honestly, I wait for it to happen to a TO. I sit there, oh, it happened in that one, damn,
It's not fair.
It sucks because a lot of people just bandwagon and bash that TO so
hard.
hard.
Mind is strong.
They forget all the other great events they ran, like pound 1, 2, 3, and then they just sit there and complain about that one that had that issue. That was a huge issue. But it's like they forget about all the good things.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they don't think that the person can fix things in the future.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is a lot of TOs will be scared to run it. For my personal preference, I prefer 2 stocks on like every single level. So it's hard for me to say, hey, I'm gonna run this thing that I don't want to run. Like, it's my event, so it's hard for me to consider it. But if there's enough push, if I see other people are trying it, then I'll give it up for consideration. But I feel like since I am still a pusher for 2 stocks, I'd rather 2 stocks. I want the community to have 2 stocks. I'm not going to be that first person to do it. But since the polls are like, I don't know what the percentage is. Since there's so many people for 3 stocks, there are TOs out there that should be like, yeah man, 3 stocks. Okay, then they can run 3 stocks. If they run 3 stocks and it runs great, and then other TOs start running and runs great, okay, then I might push for it. But I still say that they need to speak to, let's say, Mr. Evil Wizard. I might have said his name backwards, but
no,
that's
Mr. Evil.
Mr.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
And have him sit there and say, you know what, that's something that we consider. If he goes, if you send something to him and he's like, screw that 2 stock. Well, 2 stock ran great last time, we're most likely running 2 stock again. Yo, Keitaro, he said 2 stock ran great last time. You want to try 3? No. But if he sits there and says, hey, it was okay. Then it feels like it would be up for consideration. Until then, I don't want to run something or go like the opposite way of what the community's been doing, and then for it to be shifted right back. Like, I actually was annoyed that customs was considered. We started running customs, and people were like, nah, screw customs. Like, what? First they
That was a very dark
4 customs, then against customs, and then 4 customs, and then against customs. I'm sitting here waiting for another poll to come out, and they go, we should have customs at EVO. Look, 75%.
Actually, the next poll that's going to come out is for Mies and Customs, and you already see how that's going.
You guys
see how that's going.
You guys go for customs again. After saying customs, you know what? You might as well just flip a coin now. Flip a coin. What the rule set would be.
It's about Mies now, dude. The hot topic was Mies before this one, and now it's stocks. But I think we're gonna go back to Mies. Keep them legal, but let's not talk about that.
I think the community has, no matter what, been in favor for 3 stocks from the beginning. That's one thing I respect about that. The people that vote for 3 stocks, they have been in for it the whole time.
Yep, definitely. I've not changed my mind, and I don't think 2 stocks is garbage. I don't hate it. I'm gonna play it, but personally, in my heart, I love the 3 stock format. And that's what I'm gonna push for. And until it's given a fair chance, and it's been put, like, it's experimented, not only in Europe, not only in Texas, not only in some Florida events, but considerably in Tri-State, in SoCal, I think that's the fair way to do it.
I feel like, as much as I love 2 stocks, I would consider Maybe not for a K-Tar because the last one had 258.
Try Smash Forever.
Yeah, but like a smaller event. I'll talk to my co-TO RJ.
Oh, never mind.
We'll try it at like an event like that. Maybe we can see what the numbers come up with. Maybe we'll see how much longer it lasted compared to how many setups. The setups is also a huge deal.
Yeah.
Some people say we ran 3 stocks and it finished at 11 p.m. Like, come on, everyone can do it. Okay, maybe that tournament or that organizer had 50 Wii-U sitting in their back trunk so that they're able to run the tournament that quick. But not every TO has that. Some people have issues getting setups. So I luckily recently have been able to get setups easily, so I'm fine.
Okay.
But not every TO is like that, where they have 30 setups to run the tournament. No matter, you can have 5 stocks, they'll still finish at 11 p.m. because they have 50 setups. So, you know, I wouldn't be completely against trying it out, assuming my co-TO is okay with that at a smaller event, just not a big event like. I'll give you guys an example. 258 entrants. The K-Tar finished at approximately 11:30 p.m. No pre-registration. That's almost not humanly impossible. It's extremely hard to do. And there's also melee, and there's no pre-registration. It's really hard to do, but and it wasn't too stressful. But I completely lost train of thought. There's a point I was trying to get at. But basically, at putting 3 stocks onto that is like, whoa. People start to question everything in the world. If the event ended at 12:01 a.m. Oh my God, hello! They start blowing up. It's like you can't go past that midnight mark, even though a lot of tournaments do.
So, closing statements.
Okay.
So I think that 2-stock has proven to be very successful, but in a sense, I feel like it's kind of forced in a way that it's not going to deter people away from competing, because not only do people enjoy Smash 4, but we're competitors. Especially the veterans from Brawl. We've been doing this since Brawl, before Smash 4. So you don't want to put down a game or your favorite series because of a rule set primarily. And there are a lot of people that did that during the custom era because it was just too much, me being one of them. But I feel like 3 stocks is something that needs to truly be experimented, not just in one region, 2 regions, or one country. It just needs to be experimented with a little bit more in a broad spectrum across the world, wherever we play Smash. That's truly what I feel will determine whether or not 3 stocks is the bane of this game's existence, or as bad as some people may think it will be, or it's just the joy that brings not only players greater satisfaction, but makes spectating either just as fun as it was, or maybe even a bit better. And then for TOs, it's about time. So if they're struggling with time because of 3 stocks, that's something that is an issue. But if it remains the same, I think 3 stocks would be the way to go. I just feel like more people need to actually listen to both arguments instead of trying to kill the other person that doesn't agree with them. Because I feel like the debates don't go anywhere, and that's what we mostly see when we're debating about customs, Miis, or stock counts. We need to learn how to talk to each other.
The Smash community greatly needs to learn. You can give your opinion on 2 stocks or 3 stocks and have somebody just try to chop you apart.
Yep.
Like, I can go, hey, I prefer to run 2 stocks because I like 2 stocks better. The community's fine with 2 stocks. It's been working well. So I prefer to do 2 stocks. I can have somebody tweet at me, wow, you're ignorant, biased, and you won't even try anything out. You have 0 claims as to why 3 stocks doesn't work. You should run 3 stocks, although you have no intention of running it. Like, what? Calm down. Calm down. Here's a piece of candy. Chew on it. Great. Try talking again. You're stupid for 2 stocks. See, like, there's too many people that do that. We need to relax. We need to talk very simple. Look at how we're talking. We're having a great time. He's for 3 stocks, I'm for 2. Let's do this together, guys.